Yeah, I think it's a really interesting phenomenon that's actually going on right now, especially in social on social media and the creation of these new political identities. Political identities in the sense that young people are redefining the way they express themselves politically. And this is actually different from what the trajectories we've seen in politics in Africa. Now on social media, the dynamics is totally different. And what we're seeing is a really redefinition of what it means to have a political identity and to express yourself politically. And so that's what we're seeing. My entry point into the whole debate with the creation of new political identities in Kenya is actually through the prisms of TikTok. TikTok was launched in 2016, and it was initially known as a dancing app. People would go to TikTok and just really dance and laugh. But what we see in Kenya is that the young Kenyans are beginning to deploy TikTok as means to critique, educate, analyze, and debate political issues in Kenya. And especially in terms of what was actually called the finance bill in 2024. It was a document that was full of jargons and all of that. But the young Gen Zs in Kenya were able to cut the document into bits of short form videos on TikTok where they analyzed and debate and even translated some parts of the finance bill into different languages in Kenya to increase civic participation, mass mobilization, and political participation among the young people in Kenya. This new way of political activism is giving birth to a new phenomenon called leaderlessness. So, in other words, the young Gen Zs in Kenya have been able to set up a kind of leadership that produces leaderless forms of mass mobilization, where it's really difficult to find leaders to probably silence and all of that. But at the end of the day, young people are rising up in Africa. The Afrobarometer 2024 reading argues that many young people would rather express themselves politically on social media than at the ballot box. And so it's really important to really understand what's going on TikTok, where they express themselves politically, even as they laugh and smile and show different affective emotions. They critique their governments and demand accountability from their governments. Yes.